Good day, fellow deal makers. We got 7 minutes on the clock. I'm here with my man, Mr. Kip. Welcome to the Deal Scout 7 Minute series. Why don't you talk to us about the deals of people? How do you go after a leadership role and you find the best of the best and you get them to leave what they've got going on to work for an organization that you represent? How do you do that?
Great question, Josh. Thank you. Uh, High performance leaders. I mean, obviously, money is a big thing, but they're motivated by opportunity. So it has to be an opportunity like aspirational, like to take their skill set to the next level, to take a company to the next level, something that is beyond what they're doing now and something that's going to be a challenge for them. I mean, A players want to be challenged. They don't want to make a lateral move and do the same thing at another company. They typically don't like to do the same thing over and over again. They want a real challenge and something to aspire to advance their career. Uh, or, if it's a technology, I mean, something really cool, cutting edge. Now we're talking a lot about AI and other things like that, but something that's just on the cutting edge or bleeding edge for technologists. That's something that really, really attracts them too.
So it's not always just about money. Like, hey, we got this great, we've got this company and we could pay you a crap ton of money. It's not always about the money. And do you think that a lot of other groups go wrong when they're just trying to recruit you based on money?
Yeah, I mean, money obviously is a factor, and if you're trying to recruit a high performance person, you have to give them a bump in pay. Like you can't think you're gonna either pay them less than they're making now or make it a lateral move. There does need to be an increase in pay, but beyond that, I mean, it's these aspirational things that are challenges, that are opportunities. I mean, you have to have a compelling story to talk about your brand and your culture and your core values. I mean, those are things that attract high performance people too. And
Yeah.
you have to be very conscious of that and have somebody, whether it's the company or a recruiter like us, I mean, tell a compelling story about your brand, where the company is now and where you're headed.
Yeah. So things that will challenge them, like what would be a challenge? So I've made it to the top of the game. I'm a CEO or, I'm a CMO or CFO for a big, big group. I'm making tons of money, got the 401k maxed out, the lake house and all that stuff. So it seems like I got everything I need. What would be a challenge to me that would get my interest enough to go, I'm willing to take a look at it?
Yeah. I mean, mergers and acquisitions. I mean, if there's a strategy to do a lot of M&A work, I mean, that's super interesting for people, especially CFOs. Uh, if there's an opportunity to like take some super compelling thing to the marketplace, and I mean, especially if in venture capital, because those are the types of companies they're investing in, and there's just a huge opportunity to disrupt the marketplace and really shake things up. People like that. Uh, Back to the comp thing. I mean, equity. I mean, equity is something that you need to really think about again for A players, for high performance people, and somewhere where they can come and make an impact. And then if they have equity, they're sharing in the results that they create and help create as the team to take the company to the next level. So just those real opportunities to like, skyrocket something or have a unicorn kind of opportunity.
Yeah. All right. So as you're building this out, what about board members? You do a lot of board work where you're helping attract board of advisors, board of directors. How do you get someone who's made it exit? They don't need to work anymore. How do you entice them? How do you inspire them or motivate them to come back into the game?
Yeah, no, that's a fabulous question. I think with board members, I mean, if there's a CEO and a team, executive team running the company that they really like, and they think I could add a lot of value mentoring this person and helping this person, teach them what they don't already know, or just bring my skill set to bear with this excellent executive leadership team. And I know that I can really make an impact again in mentoring them and teaching them and coaching them and helping them to take their business to the next level. That's a very attractive thing for board members because they want to make. I mean, you have the money now. It's like, what is my legacy? What is the impact I can make beyond money? And that's something very attractive for board members.
Interesting. All right. What about like a chief marketing officer? So we're going through the different motivations of different roles. As you can see, I'm like splattered in.
Uh-huh.
What motivates a CMO?
Yeah, this is great. In fact, this just arrived 2 days ago. This is Gary Vaynerchuk's day trading attention. So I mean, this is essentially every chief marketing officer should have this book and read this book. But like digital marketing, I mean, an opportunity to take a business and where you can really see the marketing opportunity and the branding and how that can really make a tremendous impact in sharing this business, this device, this process, this service to the marketplace in compelling and exciting and new ways, especially with digital marketing and social. Again, Day Trade Attention, Gary Vaynerchuk's new book. I mean, it is spot on with that, and not TV commercials and not billboards and not print ads. Well, those things have a place, but like digital marketing, and if you can spend the money with the number one thing, which is a spot on the Super Bowl when you have millions and millions and millions of people watching. I mean, that's the most undervalued piece of attention you can create.
Isn't that crazy? So
Yeah.
what is the hardest role, C-suite or board seat? What's the hardest role to headhunt for?
I mean, for sure, CEO, just because it's so much more complex than just a single function. I mean, there's just so much more to it. And not that it's necessarily harder, but they just take longer to do the CEO searches because there's so much more at stake, but it's just a much more complex role than a chief financial officer or a chief operating officer or a chief marketing officer. There's just so much more to it. I mean, that's the hardest or most complex, longest lasting role to execute a search on.
Yeah. So Kip, if people need your help finding C-suite and board seat talent, where could they go to connect with you?
Yeah, our firm, kipsearch.com. You can see it right behind me, but go to kipsearch.com. You can fill out a form there, share your email, and reach out. And that is the best way to get a hold of us.
Cool, guys. Hey, we did that all in under 7 minutes. I hope you guys are enjoying these 7-minute chats about deals and deal makers. As always, reach out to our guests. Their contact information's in the show notes below. Reach out to them, say thanks for being on the show, and find a way to do a deal with them. Till then, we'll talk to you all on the next episode. Cheers.